this person feels like they have control of their environment, but they're in complete illusion at this point because they cannot get in touch with their feelings. Hey, collective, it's Brandon Curtis, aka the Pleiadian High Priest, at Entpgathering Science and Spirituality meeting with a channeled message for the collective. It's been a while, fam. Boy, oh boy, was last week something else, especially with the full moon and lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I know a lot of you were processing energies related to the energy of Mars and Pluto. That's what this last portal, if you will, provided the collective, is a chance to go in and lay to rest those relationships that are no longer serving you. And for some of you, you actually engaged with this energy through a relationship, to a person, and were able to gauge the energetic makeup between the two of you. So understanding the energetic bonds that were created between you and this other person, or persons for some of you, during last week and the moon cycles. Spirit brought into you several or a few relationships that were key in understanding how best to read your energy and its connection to other people. And some of you made the decision to let go of certain relationships, and or you redefined, you put a death to what you thought or felt about these connections, and rebuilt a new idea or notion or feeling about your bonds to said person or energy, because it all boils down to energy. And even your karmics are cycling through lessons and energy. But for some of you, you encountered some straight up narcissists, people with deep wounds, and also people who were in the midst of cycling through something big for them, while at the same time you were aware of this work being done on their side, but some of them weren't aware that this was actually going on. Queen of Cups, first card out, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So it's a feminine energy. It could be a mother figure, could be you collective. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This feminine energy, Queen of Cups energy, is double feminine. And most likely, if this is you, fam, because I'm picking up it's some of you in the collective, but it's also a karmic energy that you encountered or are currently dealing with. So, Queen of Cups, double feminine. Most definitely, if you're on the lighter side, you took advantage of this portal. But this particular Queen of Cups, with the challenge being Seven of Pentacles, which is Saturn in Taurus, this Queen of Cups had a very difficult time in grounding the energy from the lunar eclipse and the full moon in Scorpio. In fact, I'm hearing they turned their back on working with the energy And because this particular Queen of Cups, they were receiving lessons from Saturn. They were receiving karma. And they failed to take the lessons and plant the seeds that would help them grow through this. Yeah. Knight of Swords in reverse in their subconscious. Gemini energy or Libra or Aquarius. Yeah. And in the recent past, Four of Cups. So this Queen of Cups pretends to be and portrays that they are all loving, that they are intuitive, that they're an empath, all the while they don't reach Six of Cups energy, and any love or light that comes into their life, they reject. As you can see here, we've got somebody who is indulging, and also being very bored, full of their self. Four is a number of foundations, so they're foundations that they can't get past like a 4 or a 5, which is, again, 4 is of the self, and then 5 would be of the ego. 4 is the body, and 5 would be of ego. And I'm picking up, well, they had a chance with Saturn coming in, 7 of Pentacles, to learn from the experience, but this was on the upside down. So they refused the call to ground all this learning and this energy in their body. And if they would have done that, they would have uncovered jewels that were buried in their psyche, that were buried in their energy, to help them come out of this 4 of Cups. I'm also picking up 5 of Cups energy. They refused the call, and they rejected any sort of opportunity to change. Knight of Swords in reverse in their subconscious. Let's find out what's going on in their conscious mind and in their strength position. So this could be you, fam, or it could be 10 of Wands, overly burdened. And I'll take it in the upright, although it kind of came out sideways, which indicates that they could be going to a 10 of Wands in reverse, which is hanging on to a lot of burdens that are not theirs, and also causing a lot of energetic burdens on others in their life. Because they're 4 of Cups energy, they're if they choose, they could leave that energy at any time. But they've chosen to stay in an energy that they have been in for a while now. Now they're waking up to the fact that with 10 of Wands energy in their conscious mind, that this is energetically taxing to them to continue as they are. And yeah, we got King of Swords in the reverse as their energy that they're stepping into. So whatever they wanted to manifest from this past week or out of this past week, Saturn, karma, time, Capricorn energy, and Aquarius energy presented them with what they needed to work on, and they refused the call. So the divine has burdened them in their conscious thoughts and minds with 10 of Wands energy. This is exhaustion to the point where they will no longer be able to work in the manner that out of this 4 of Cups energy. This person comes off as very loving and angelic, and but they're due to them not working with the universe, with their angels, with their guides, with their ancestors. They're moving into and currently in King of Swords in reverse. This is my narcissist card. This person thinks rather than feels, because they've lost the ability to feel, and that's a very challenging and threatening position to be in if you are a Queen of Cups. Waking up to the realization that you have so much narcissistic wounding that your emotions are bottled up, and they're going to explode. This is a Queen of Cups who has a lot of narcissistic wounding. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, when I do talk about the empath and the narcissist paradigm, I am in full understanding and support of both sides of that paradigm. In other words, narcissism and being an empath, that relationship is two sides of the same coin. Both fear abandonment of the other, both find each other out in the dating scene, out in the world. Narcissists unconsciously, and the empath unconsciously seek the other's energy, because again, it's two sides of the same coin. Both have undergone similar early childhood conditioning that shaped their energy field surrounding them regarding how energy attracts one person to the other. In other words, these individuals, this Queen of Cups, when she was younger, her boundaries were not respected by her caregivers. She wasn't allowed to have boundaries, and there was some sort of force or person's energy who they modeled their energy off of, and unfortunately chose the side of the narcissist. I say unfortunately, but I don't actually mean that, because again, anybody who has been narcissistically abused by a narcissist, like a mother or father or any sort of caretaker early on in childhood, has two choices to make. Either you become that energy, become a narcissist, and use that as a model for building any sort of energetic boundaries of self with others, or you go the way of the empath, where you reject the narcissistic qualities and energy of your caregiver, your mother, your father, whoever raised you, and modeled this energy to you as an example of, well, this is how you couple with others, this is how you relate to others, this is your energy. But in the case of somebody in early childhood whose ego is forming out of the relationship to their caregivers, their caretakers, if those caretakers are narcissists or have narcissistic wounding themselves, then it's simply passed on as sort of like a generational curse. I take narcissism to be an entity attachment, or a generational curse, that people who are waking up to this energy and rebuilding their own personal boundaries will recognize as an entity attachment, as something that can be overcome, and you can heal and relearn a proper healthy attachment style so that your relationships moving forward are going to be healthy, and that you will have strong boundaries of self, and also you'll be able to hold and respect boundaries with others. This Queen of Cups, unfortunately, did not do the work, is refusing to do the work. And yeah, they have a lot of narcissistic wounding with King of Swords in reverse. Let's find out where they are. And this came out sideways, Ace of Cups. So a new start in some sort of emotional understanding of self is in the works. This is where they are, sort of sideways, in between staying in Four of Cups energy, staying in this Ten of Wands energy, staying in this King of Swords in reverse energy, this clear narcissism. This is somebody who controls their external environment through Swords energy. Very controlling, very judgmental, unable to turn that lens inward and really assess what's personally going on in their lives, and to see that they're the ones who are not seeing things clearly because they have so much narcissistic wounding. There's an opportunity for this person to write this Ace of Cups and start afresh. In their environment, Page of Swords, sideways here. Yeah, so they're, for you fam, if this is a Queen of Cups that you know of, this narcissist, they're stalking your social media, and they're looking to drink from your Ace of Cups. Because again, they're narcissistically wounded, so they don't know how to really truly love themselves and or anybody else. And their idea of love and their connection to their heart chakra is way off. It's based on King of Swords in reverse energy and Page of Swords energy, which is about basically stealing ideas and notions, Swords energy, from other people who are actually embodying, that's you collective, embodying true Queen of Cups, or King of Swords in the upright energy, or Ten of Wands in the upright, which would be resilience and responsibility. Like you collective are energetically primed to be able to hold and withstand and use Ten of Wands energy, because you are a place where people can go to and learn from and learn about their intuition or their spirit. That's fire energy, Sagittarius energy, mutable fire energy. This person is relying on air energy to get the same effects, and air energy is ego energy. Why they feel that it's connected to love, connected to feeling, connected to an Ace of Cups energy, is because the heart chakra is air energy. But this is where the devil fools us and gets in and really messes with one's energy, is through the ego, through thought, through these ideas. In the hopes and fears of this person, collective, yeah, you needed to know about this person, and specifically what's going on with them, so you can avoid them. Knight of Pentacles, in the hopes of fear, yeah, they don't want to do the work necessary, which is practical work, which is slow and steady, grounded earth energy. Secretly, this is a hope And for you, collective, if you're dealing with this person, send them out good vibes that they do get on the back of the Knight of Pentacles and move towards integrating those Seven of Pentacles that they rejected earlier. These lessons, these it's Saturnian energy, so it's about structure, it's about discipline, it's about restricting certain energies from your life so that new energies can replace the old that no longer work. And final outcome, Justice in reverse. So for this particular Queen of Cups energy, bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups behind that, Ace of Wands behind that, and Three of Pentacles. They're receiving justice for the energy that they've sent your way, even in this game stalking or following you. Some of them have actually spoken up and spoken ill against you. They're receiving justice for all this work. And if they really want to confront their fears, they would get to work at repairing any sort of communication or any sort of slander, defamation of character that they put out there against you, that was totally based on their own fears, totally based on their own narcissistic woundings, seeing you being the true Empress, seeing you being the true Queen of Cups, somebody who does have an active, very strong heart chakra that is balanced and is serving the highest good of everybody who comes in contact with you, ideally, ultimately. But even, your doppelganger, people who want to be you or take your energy or meet up with you to learn how you do it so that they can incorporate it into their own practice, but they're not forthcoming with that as an intention on their part. Where I think most of you, if you do have a spiritual practice or you have clients, or heck, you could just be that person in your family that a lot of people go to for spiritual guidance and kind of rebalancing of that energy. And certainly for you, collective, I'm picking up, you have that ability. But people like this who are refusing to work, what they do instead is they'll put up on a front and they'll approach you, hoping to basically steal your energy to a point where they feel that they know how to heal without being upfront and saying, hey, you know what, I'm a mess right now, and I know you can provide answers and or ways of dealing with what I'm going through. I'm asking for help. Rather, what they would rather do is come in, love bomb you, at the same time try to tear you down, talk ill of you and about the nature of their relationship to you, to other people. They'll misrepresent what they are doing and saying with you to other people, thereby trying to bring down your reputation or your energy. This is clear tactics of somebody who's narcissistically abused and showing narcissistic tendencies and actions. Once they discredit you in the public's eye, for most of you, these people, when they do speak up, they're not taken seriously anymore because they've done this so many times to other people, other earth angels, other chosen ones, other readers, that they're outing themselves basically as unhealed individuals who are posing as these light workers. They're receiving justice. And in the area of they're seeing clearly and feeling clearly that they are imbalanced in all of their relationships. First and foremost, to themselves, to the divine, and then, of course, to you, collective, and everybody else in their life. This person feels like they have control of their environment, but they're in complete illusion at this point because they cannot get in touch with their feelings because if they did, they would understand, they would know truly what's best for them, what they truly want that will bring them healing and also health. But they're very much swords energy, air energy, and it's leaning towards more of a narcissistic mental processes that this person has, because I think they're wanting to tap into their feelings so that they can pull from their feelings and emotional intelligence that will help guide them, that will actually bring them closer to their own guides, and also closer to a connection with their angels that will bring them wisdom for the lessons that they are currently experiencing. So there's some hope here with this Ace of Cups and this Knight of Pentacles with this person. So just send them, love and light. Don't engage with their fuckery. I see that you are protected so long as you stay honest about what you have to offer this Queen of Cups, and what you can do for them. But I do see you cutting them off and moving on. Be sure to keep your boundaries intact when you do separate. You'll do it amicably, you'll do it respectfully. Again, some of you are this might be a relative, this could be a co-worker, somebody who comes to you for advice. If you are actually in a business or a reader, this might be a client, or someone who you clearly see is working things out, and they're receiving a lot of karma to process. You'll remain professional, but it's time to say goodbye to this particular union for now because you've done all that you can, and they need to work on their own relationships in their lives, and there's no need for you to be one of those relationships when you've given all that you can, and just trust that from here on out, they're angels. And in particular, Saturn is teaching them lessons on how to best discipline themselves, and cut out any sort of lies and deceit and this narcissistic wounding that they have been operating from for a very long time. They will get in touch with their emotions if they want to know the truth, but right now there's some resistance. And just allow them to endure this justice in reverse, which is, and King of Swords in reverse. They're getting judged by their spirit guides, by their ancestors, even by their angels. And certainly their higher self is beginning to see how damaged they truly are and in what areas they need to heal and rebuild all of the relationships in their lives, the first being the relationship to self. So I hope this helped you. I'm going to conclude it here and post this for the collective to give you a heads up on this Queen of Cups energy. It could be a person, place, or thing in your life, but they are undergoing a lot of healing, and just keep your distance from them at this time. You've done all that you can collective for them, so allow the universe and the energies of this past Scorpio full moon and lunar eclipse to play out. If you would like to donate to the channel, if you would like to book any of my services, all that information can be found in the description box. And until the next reading, namaste.